What's going on, guys? This is Tyler, Clean Cut Lawns. Hope you're all doing well. If you haven't been to this channel before, hit that subscribe button. Also, if you never used that app, Get Upside, to save money on your future fuel purchases, and download that app, Get Upside, in the Play Store or on Apple Store, and use code Tyler2959 to save some money on gas. Super easy app to use. But today, I know this isn't necessarily a landscape video, but what we're going to talk about is changing the oil on a 2019 Chevy Equinox. So this is my wife's car, this 2019 Chevy Equinox, with the hood open. Obviously some leaves need to be cleaned out right there, but what you're going to need is a 15mm socket, oil pan, oil filter. Call me what you want, but I'm going to use those gloves to keep the oil off my hands. And just go ahead and get you a 5 quarts of oil, because in this specific car it takes 4.2 quarts of oil. A funnel probably would be handy, but all mine are way too nasty to dump oil. But I can just open this right here, and surely I can get it to fall down in there. So without further ado, we're going to climb up under and I'll show you where the oil filter and all that stuff is. So right there, the blue thing is the oil filter, and that tire and wheel that's over there is the passenger tire. So my head is obviously near the driver's side tire. Also right there, I can't fit both my hands under there, but right there where you see that nut, that is the drain pan. So that is where you're going to use the 15mm socket, lefty loosey, righty tighty. You're going to let it all drain, and then we'll work on the oil filter. Hopefully I can find a way to set this camera up. This would have been easier if I'd used my ramps and jacked up the car a little bit, but it'll be alright because I'm going to save a little bit of time. Make sure your oil pan's under there or you will make a mess. I have to break this first. Might need a breaker bar. Breaker bar did the trick. And move that. And that's why you want to wear some gloves right there. Hopefully you can see that, but it's coming to an end. And luckily I can fit this bow under here where the oil filter is. And oil filter should be hand tight. And luckily it is. With slippery hands, a little more difficult, but it still works. And good gracious. And this is when you let it sit for a few minutes just to make sure everything gets out of it. So we'll turn it back on here in just a minute. Okay, next you want to take the oil filter. You see I got oil on my gloves. So you want to rub the seal with a little bit of oil. Sorry about the quality. This is hard with only 2 hands. And obviously that nut from the drain pan you put back on the same way you took off, except you turn it right instead of left. I've already done that because I couldn't figure out a way to put this on there, the camera on there. But then you take the oil filter, right there. Can't reach it. My eyes aren't under the car. Maybe if I just lay it on the ground, hopefully you can see. And all you gotta do is hand tighten the oil filters. That's all I've ever done on any vehicle, is hand tighten them. Using the paper towel to get a little more grip. Go ahead and wipe some of this stuff off too. Okay, that part's done. You see I put the nut back in there. Right there. Then to finish it up, you simply take your oil and dump it where the oil goes. In this specific model, 4.2 quarts. I recommend checking your owner's manual and not going by this video on how much oil your specific Equinox takes. That's how you change the oil in a 2019 Chevrolet Equinox. Hope you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button.